everyone, Amadeus here, and today I'm with the new video for the special occasion, probably the most special occasion for people living in Taiwan, namely Chinese New Year, or some people refer to it as the Lunar New Year. 虎年行大运，虎力修嗨嗨. First and the most important is, please write me a comment. How much money have you got in a red envelope? I want to know, and I want to know who's the luckiest for everyone in Taiwan. Second, okay, everyone in Taiwan knows what Chinese New Year is, what we celebrate, and everyone loves it. But today, I wanted to show you how it looks from a bit different point of view. Imagine, what if you are a foreigner who just arrived here and don't have too many friends, have no family? Would you like Chinese New Year the same way like you do it now? How do foreigners feel when everyone is with their family and friends and you just stay at home alone for a week? It sounds a bit like a quarantine, doesn't it? I will share some of my stories, and also I have two special guests, Alan from Life in Taiwan and Fogle from Healthy Balance, and we will also find out what Chinese New Year is for them. So let's get started. To be honest, I have never had an idea what Chinese New Year was before. When I was living in China, for a few weeks, all the shops, streets, and shopping malls suddenly turned more red than usually. I came back to my apartment and a building administrator greets me with a red envelope and 20 RMB dollars in it, and I was completely clueless what's going on. I only knew it's something important and it's pretty massive. When I moved to Taiwan, I saw the celebrations were equally huge. What really struck me were many days off and closed shops. That's so unusual in Taiwan. One day I just decided to go on a trip. I took my scooter to Mainong, and at some point I noticed a line of cars long for kilometers. I never saw such a traffic jam there. Well, that was probably because of Chinese New Year. At that time, Chinese New Year seemed like a very strange time, but things have changed since I met my wife, and at the time she was my girlfriend, and since then I could really feel what Chinese New Year spirit is. Preparing red envelopes, eating all those dishes, meeting hundreds of people, and all of them were family members. And to be honest, I have never ever been in such a huge family gatherings back at home. Maybe apart from weddings or funerals, but there is a lot of beauty in it actually. When spring comes, the temperature rises and the sun is not shy anymore, kids counting money, everyone is eating and laughing. Chinese New Year is probably my favorite holiday and reminds me a lot of Christmas at home. And since Christmas in Taiwan are actually pretty boring, now I only celebrate Chinese New Year, and I love it, and I think it's a great replacement. But there is one thing that bothers me a bit. As long as I love Taiwan and the crowded places and gatherings bring me lots of joy, but after some time I kind of get uncomfortable with it. It's nothing wrong with, crowded places and Taiwan, it's just my personality and the way I grew up. Hence, I usually travel on weekdays, I avoid rush hours as much as I can, and Taiwanese holidays are a bit difficult for me this way because, I really cannot relax sometimes, since me and my wife and her family would usually go on a trip abroad, which is, Philippines or Japan, and I really love those places, and I love it at that time because it's pretty relaxed there, and, I can really get rested. And I really miss days when we could go there because now we have all those restrictions and it made our travel so complicated. But I hope our beautiful tradition is gonna come back soon. So that's all about me and Chinese New Year, but how about others? Let's start with Alan and then Cole.
Hello everybody, my name is Alan, I'm from the Life in Taiwan channel. Chinese New Year, I understand it's a very special time for Taiwanese people and people all over Asia. I have to admit, for me as a foreigner, it's not the happiest of times to be in Taiwan. It was much more fun when I was a teacher because I could see the happiness and the excitement in the kids. But to be honest, since becoming a YouTuber, and I don't get to interact that much with the kids in school, it's a little bit more of a negative experience for me because it's very much a time for families in Taiwan. And I've actually made a video in the past talking about why I don't enjoy Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, whatever you want to call it. And that's because it just reminds me of how far away I am from home. Yes, I love seeing the decorations, I love hearing the songs and going to the market, taking part in whatever activities I can. But ultimately, in the 14 years that I've been here in Taiwan, I've never even been a family New Year's Eve dinner. And I feel that that's not because of the Taiwanese people being rude or ignorant to me. I feel it's just because it's a family thing. However, I don't want to be too negative about it. I want everybody to enjoy their national holidays. I should say probably that Moon Festival is more popular with foreigners than Lunar New Year because there's more friendly feeling. People will invite their friends to their house for barbecues as opposed to the New Year's Eve dinner. So Moon Festival is definitely something I look forward to. What's my favorite thing about Lunar New Year? Traveling around Taiwan with friends. Most of my friends have proper jobs, so they don't get much time off. So we will do some traveling. We will maybe jump on the scooters or the motorbikes and head down south, or just hang out a little bit more with friends and have a more friendly experience. Because after all, in Taiwan, as a foreigner, your family is pretty much the friends that you make here. Happy New Year, 新年快乐，恭喜发财，红包拿来。
When I was a single foreigner, like when I came here initially, it was kind of lonely Chinese New Year because I didn't really have family here. I didn't have a lot of friends when I first got here. So it was kind of a lonely, quiet, sort of boring time to be in Taiwan. But as I got married, of course, when I think about the Lunar New Year now, I associate it with family. So it's kind of like celebrating Christmas for me with my Taiwan family. And yeah, as far as favorite food goes, I mean, obviously I need to eat the vegetable with the root on it because I want to have a long life. So I guess that would be it, the root vegetable, because everyone needs to have a long life, and you want to eat some fish and you want to have a lucky New Year. I'm just really excited to be here in Taiwan for this Lunar New Year and be able to be out and about and enjoy the holidays. And I'll be on my bicycle, you know, doing a little bit of cycling and family time. So yeah, I guess I want to say 新年快乐 and a Happy New Year to everyone in Taiwan. And
Thanks Alan and Cole for your input. That was beautiful and very interesting. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to Alan's and Cole's channels. The links are below. And if you have any foreign friends, ask them what are their plans are for, Chinese New Year, and make sure they're not alone. There is nothing more beautiful than sharing the joy of your holidays with people, don't you think so? Thanks for watching my video. Make sure you hit the like button, write a comment below how much money you got in your red envelope this year, and subscribe to my channel. So this way we'll meet sooner than later. Alright? Thank you very much and Happy Chinese New Year. 新年快乐，恭喜发财。